Hey everybody, this is Rydo, and the new expansion Whispers of the Old Gods has come out for Hearthstone, and that means we need to make new decks for every single character, both in standard play and for wild play, which allows you to play all the cards, not just the last couple years of cards and basic cards and classic cards, uh, which is what standard play is. So last time I made the Rogue standard, I rolled the dice and made another Cthulhu deck, which is super focused around the main action of the new expansion, and it still doesn't really work for me. So I don't think I'll be making a wild rogue deck that's anything close to what you see over here on the right, because thanks to my Hearthstone deck tracker app. But you can use that for comparison. What I think I'm going to actually make is probably just an improved pirate deck. That's what I was playing before. There are a couple new pirates added in the new expansion, so
If you make a wild deck, you can
that's
only
what
use
I'm
it in
thinking I'm
wild
gonna
games.
do. But before I make a final decision, I need to see all the cards that were banned just to see if maybe there was something else that would still be a better, more powerful trick here. Not gonna use any of these recipes, gonna make it custom from scratch. So, particularly the rogue cards that are banned are what I'm looking at. Almost certainly gonna play cut first. I'll just throw it in there to begin with. Maybe we could do a mech deck. Would there be enough for that? Here's a Goblins vs. Gnomes pirate deck, so you're missing a lot of pirates if you were to play in standard. Here's a mech weapon from Goblins vs. Gnomes that's missing completely. What else is missing? Blade Fury was changed, but it's not missing. This is a Goblins vs. Gnomes card, so you can't play that anymore. But this is a Whisper of the Old Gods card, so I think just in line of playing the new cards, you want to make a pirate deck. Even if you have a better mech deck in mind. Just for a little change up, I think I personally would say play pirate. I don't know if they're getting rid of mechs slowly or not, because they added a couple of mechs to Whispers of the uh, Old Gods, but it feels like they kind of just did it as a bit of fan service, really. It's not like those new mech decks that got added were super useful. Now, as for the neutral cards, I mean, you could do mechs. Certainly could, and it would make a little bit of sense. Not a ton of sense to do that in Rogue. There's only one Rogue mech card. I think the real move here is to do pirates. So, nothing is really showing up that would change my mind on this. Yep, I just don't think anything is going to. So let's type in the word pirate, hit enter, and add all of these. Here's a new one. Your weapons cost 2 less. This. Pirates heavily interact with your weapons attack. So this is another banned one here, Salty Dog, because it's a Goblins vs. Gnomes card. And then these two, and these two. And that gets you to 26 right there, just on pirates. So the question now becomes, what spells do we want to supplement this pirates actions? Since we have your weapon cost 2 less, I think we need a weapon in here. And we need this, definitely. And we can improve the weapons there. where did I just put that? Actually, I think I'm gonna take it right back out, at least for the time being. What else we need? I think you need Blade Fury still, because that's a weapon that's gonna do something. And then, do you want this or this or something like this? There's a problem here. I could get rid of Cut Purse, and I could get rid of Poison Blades. Or do I need to really have even a weapon? No, I guess I don't. I can just use my own ability. So let's think about this. Is there something here? I do want to test this card out, so I'm going to remove one of these, put this in there, just as an experiment. So this is very different from the Cthulhu deck. No Cthulhu cards played at all. This one would be a good card if you're playing a mech deck, because it gives your another friendly mech +2/+2 each turn. I think that's it. So almost a full pirate deck. And see, 1, 2, 3 cards here would be unavailable to us in wild, in standard play, not wild play. So you could still make a pirate deck. I think it would work fine. You could find some other things. But just because I've almost found 30 pirate cards here doesn't mean I want them to stop making pirate cards. I want probably, I guess, around 90 cards of each class. Any more than that, I'd kind of say, alright, you've gone too far. Let's hop in here and play. And since I was playing a pirate deck before, it switched me to wild. Or, I don't know. I don't know why it just switches automatically to wild. But it does. It figures it out somehow. Let's try this deck. But if you have about 100 pirates, about 100 mechs, about 100 beasts, about 100 humans, which I think is a class that should exist, and I'd say maybe eventually get to 6 more categories. That would top out at 1,000 cards there, and I think that's as many as Hearthstone should probably ever have in a lifetime. Let's see, let's get rid of, I think, all of those. I don't think I need any of those. I want Cut Purse. So without weapons, this pirate is actually useless. I shouldn't have had this one in my deck. Here and
here we go.
Attack and then attack. Death Rattle will give you weapon +2 attack. We'll do this.
Here we
and
go.
This.
Job done.
Turn. Yep. I would like to get them to the point where every single card was some kind of character class. If you call some of them orcs, I'm surprised you actually don't call some of them orcs already. That's probably the most surprising one. Uh, so now we're starting to get some synergy. The one-eyed cheat can attack. I can play another pirate to make him go stealthy and then attack with everybody else, and this guy will give him +1/+1 for every single pirate I have. Overall though, this feels more like a stealth run than a, let's see, if I did this and this, then it would be 3, and then the death rattle would be 4, and that's not gonna work. So I think I have to go ahead and kill this guy. Let's play this and this.
Here
and
we
attack,
go.
and attack in the turn. Cutpurse is not a pirate, but it should be. It should be a pirate. Unless you want to call him something else. Unless you want to call them humans. That's what World of Warcraft is orcs versus humans, at least originally. I'm talking the original the Warcraft game, not World of Warcraft. It was just called Warcraft. And yet there is no humans category, there is no orc category in this game. This. Attack here, get a coin.
Scurvy dog.
Attack here. Attack here.
Here we go.
Attack here. Play this. Then play this. And then this. Job done. Powered up. In the turn. There's 11 health left. Yeah, this does feel more like standard play. No real trickery. Well, there is some trickery going on here, but not anything that you wouldn't expect from a pirate deck. Because yes, all these pirate cards work with each other. But
I must consider.
But there's no spell cards here besides this one. There's nothing else going on. He did the right move and got rid of the pirate cannon. I should play this just to make sure. And he entombs that one. That's a good move too. He is, if you have a pirate game, +1/+1. I think
here we go.
This. Now, if Blade Fury was the way it was before, this would actually have won the game for me. I could have played it, it would have done 3 and gotten that 1 damage done. I'm gonna play this coin and bring this guy out instead. It wouldn't have won the game, it would have gotten him down to 1. But now it only does damage to minions, and since he only has 1 minion, it's probably not worth it to play Blade Fury right now.
Tazdingo! Yes!
Wait until he plays some more characters. So this and this, but then I couldn't play this. So I guess do this, then do this, and then do this, and then this.
Here we
attack.
go.
Got him down to 1. This feels like a good deck to just kind of train yourself on figuring out the right order of cards to play, which is the hardest thing for me often, is Well, it's the second hardest thing. The hardest thing is for me to talk and pay attention to the game at the same
I
time.
must consider.
And then the second hardest is to figure out the right order of cards to play before the timer runs out completely. I have no idea what strategy this guy was trying to accomplish, but he has failed at it miserably. It's gonna be 0 to 30 again. So I think that's pretty good. I don't think there's anything drastically wrong with that pirate deck. There might be a couple things that need tweaking here and there with all the decks, but overall I like that a lot better than the standard deck I made with Cthulhu. I think both my Cthulhu decks that I've built will eventually get changed rather quickly, but I want to play with Cthulhu and see if there actually is any strategy. I'm very interested to see if any of the top tier professional Hearthstone players start playing them or not. I'd be very interested to see what kind of strategies the new top tier players are playing in a few weeks. Anywho, that's it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All of that helps out. If you want to support me, you can click on my name, Rydo. On the right is a blue button that says support this channel. Click it, make a donation. And if you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.